The next day, I've got a headache. So it makes reading a bit more difficult. One more period until lunchtime. Ow, my head. Third period was finally over. For some reason today seemed really long. I leaned against my desk and then you fell on your ass. Itsuki, I'm sorry, but I'm running on a good mood. Just let me sleep. Oh, Itsuki, then you've got to be Mayumi. I'm sorry, but just let me sleep. I'm not in the mood. So you, Kaede, you can decide what's for dinner tonight, but how about... I definitely heard a blunt tone of voice. I slowly raised my head and saw the purple ponytails. Primula? What are you here?
Rinu-chan?
My voice said, Primula? Primula, who was supposed to be waiting at home, was standing right in front of me.
なんだあの子、またリンの関係者か？
かわいい、お人形さんみたい。
月見のやつ、ついにヤバい方に走ったのか？
でも真面目に将来有望株だよな。土見、これで何人目だよ。しかし、あれはあれでやはりいいものだね。いや、俺的には全然オッケー。むしろドンピシャ。
The whole class started focusing on her. There were a few annoying guys, but I ignored them. Primula continued to stand there, her face a blank slate.
連れてきてもらった。
Who brought you here? She pointed at the hallway. I followed her finger with my eyes.
やあ、リンちゃん。元気にネリネちゃんとイチャイチャしてるかい？
I saw a madman. Oh no.
お父様？どうかされたんですか？
いや、今朝非常に大切なものを渡し忘れてしまってね、それを持ってきたのさ。
忘れ物ですか？でしたらリムちゃんまで連れてこなくても。
プリムラは普段全く人との交流がないからね、こういう大勢の人々がいる場所に連れてくることはいい勉強になるだろう。
だからといって学園には。
まさかネリネちゃんはパパに来るなというのかい？
邪魔。
パパ邪魔なのかい？
いえ、決してそのようなことは。
じゃあパパ来てもよかったんだね、ネリネちゃん。
He hugged his daughter tightly in his arms. It made me feel bad for Nerene. She's gone through a lot.
あんまり人ごとに見えないかも。
Shia was also laughing as she watched them. Primula tapped Shia on the back. I wonder if she's trying to cheer her up.
それでお父様、届けに来てくださった忘れ物というのは？
おっとっと、いけないいけない。あまりの嬉しさに忘れてしまいそうになったよ。さあネリネちゃん、忘れ物だ。
He gave her a 5-tiered lunchbox. Can it be?
お弁当だよ。せっかくだからね、思わず作り直してしまった。少し簡素かもしれないが、時間の都合と思って許しておくれ、ネリネちゃん。
Then he hugged her again. What exactly was his vision of simple?
お父様、ありがとうございます。
しっかり食べて大きくなるんだぞ、ネリネちゃん。
He was a hilarious guy as usual.
さてと、それじゃ用も終わったことだし、失礼するよ。プリムラ。
帰る。
I'll be home as soon as the school is over. Wait for us there, okay?
うん。待ってる。
Primula joined the king in leaving her face as expressionless as usual. Our class was awkwardly silent.
土見くん、
Why is it?
ちょっと自重した方がいいかもよ。
What the hell did I do? Our humble islands were officially in the rainy season, and it was raining again today as expected. Leaning from yesterday's trap, everyone brought an umbrella and was starting to depart after the final lecture was over. I don't even feel like stopping anywhere on a day like this. I looked at the dark sky and moons. I'd respect a kite for going grocery shopping on a day like this. I wish this rainy season would pass soon. People who actually like rain are dark, troubled people. However, my complaints weren't going to stop the weather. I guess I'll just go home now. Yeah, I think the walkthrough said to go home. Screw guys, I'm going home. There's nothing good happening here, so I should go home. I picked up my bag and slowly stood it up. I said goodbye to my friends and left. I guess I'll go home and do my homework. Well, that was an uneventful day. I was looking for something inside her closet when I popped into her room that morning. Why did I sing that? What are you doing, Gaide?
リン君、おはようございます。昔の洋服を出してるんです。
Your old clothes, are you taking them to a flea market or something? You know, just like, really saying that, just like, you know, this is how a musical would be like. Everyone's singing at each other. Can you imagine if I did this entire LP that way? People would get annoyed a lot faster, so I'm not gonna do that, but imagine it.
いえ、そうじゃなくてですね。もしかしたら、ちょうどいいくらいなんじゃないかなって思って。
The right size for who? She looks pretty good in it.
リン君もそう思いますよね。
How do you feel, Primla?
別に悪くないと思う。
If she's replying not rejecting it outright, that means she really likes them.
気に入ってもらえてよかったです。私のお風呂なんですけど、サイズがちょうどぴったりだったんですよ。
That's cool. Primla was lifting her arms up and down and checking out her white blouse without listening to our conversation. Wait, that means you were once Primla's size?
私も結構ちっちゃい方でしたから。
Can't believe how small your breasts used to be. Kaide's face turned red as soon as I said that.
今はもう少し育ちましたから。
She hid her breast with her arms while blushing. You know, what if Mayumi was around when it said that? Just like, fuck you, Kaide, how could you? My bad, I wasn't trying to embarrass you, but I was just, reminiscing.
はい。
She stopped talking. I knew I was the one who created this situation, but I felt uneasy. Anyway, Primla hasn't got used to the city yet. I'm gonna take her out for a while.
そうですね。はい。気をつけてきてください。
Wait, doesn't that lead to those hills? We're just taking a walk here. There's nothing to be careful of. So we'll skip it, because it's a Primla exclusive scene. So it has no impact on, you know, narrative development.
特に
We'll get to Primla's route after this route, you know, as I said.
リンと
Taking a while.
じゃあもう別に。
Then it rains again. Those hills again.
何
And then the next day. The doorbell rang as I was getting ready for school. We're gonna be at this hour.
私出てきますね。
Is it plot? Don't hesitate to send them away if it's salesman, okay? Primla spoke to Kaide as she stopped washing dishes and headed towards the door.
大丈夫。 私が目的だから。リムちゃん？
Primula walked out to the living room. Soon after, someone new entered.
やあやあ、りんちゃん、かえでちゃん、朝から元気に励んでいるかな？ああ、申し訳ないけど、勝手に上がらせてもらったよ。励んでたなら悪かったね。
What were we supposed to be working hard on?
急ですまないが、今日から1週間ばかりプリムラをまた預かるよ。
You are? Did something happen?
いやー、大したことじゃない。プリムラがこちらの世界に来てからもう10日だからね。それによる影響が何かしら出てないかを調べるのさ。何を言ったところで、あの子が人工生命体であること、それから最高の魔力を持った存在であることは変わらない。あの子の世界への影響、世界のあの子への影響、それを調べてみる必要があるのさ。ま、見たところ特に問題はなさそうだから心配することもないと思うけれどね。
Does she know about this?
もちろん言ってある。ま、これはあの子が人間界に多少なりともとどまるための儀式みたいなものだ。
I was aware that she was created as an experiment subject. That's why they were staying alert of changes caused by the environmental difference. I guess a routine checkup like this was a requirement for her to stay in the world of humans.
その検査ってどれくらいかかるんですか？
まあ状況によって多少の変化はあるけれど、多分 4,5 日くらいだろうね。
5日間ですか？
We were just getting used to living with Primrose, so we felt sad. You know, they're just like, oh no, we've been living with us for so long, but there's barely been much development, really, though. At that moment, Primula came back into the room. She was holding a black flag in her hand, having gone to her room and packed her stuff. Wait, black bag. Did I say flag? I'm an idiot.
では行くぞ、プリムラ。
行ってくる。
Okay, we'll be waiting for you.
気をつけてくださいね。
Primula left without changing her expression as if she was just going out for a small walk.
なんかいきなりすぎて実感湧きませんね。
She appeared suddenly and she disappeared suddenly. I needed more time to be prepared. The bell echoed through the school, signifying the end of morning classes. The students flocked out from the classrooms. Some of them left before the teacher, but they would definitely pay the price if it was Miss B's class. Since we brought our lunches from home, we stayed in the classroom and started moving the desks to form a big circle.
今日も外はダメみたいですね。
Renee said as she looked outside. It had been raining since this morning and everything looked grey through the window. How bland. This is Japan's rainy season. It's like tradition to eat inside classroom during this season.
私は雨好きだけどな。小さな水たまりとか見るとつい踏んでみたくならない？冬時に凍った水たまりはよく踏んじゃうけど、さすがにこの時期のはちょっと。
You know, I've never, stepped onto a frozen pond or anything like that, but does this seem a bit risky? It's like, yay, look at me, whoa! What if it, does that,
へえ、雨の音とか聞くと結構ワクワクしてくるけどな、私なんて。
I have seen a frozen over pond, though, years ago, though. There are some humans who like rain, too.
でも、私も雨って好きですよ。雨に濡れた風景ってどこか風情がありますから。
I didn't know she was that kind of person.
俺様なんかは雨の申し子だけどね。やっぱり雨なしに人生は語れないよ。
で、その心は？
相合い傘なんていう狭い空間で堂々と女性と密着できる。
That's not very good news for the ladies. You seem to not like rain there, Renee. You've been looking outside with a sad face.
すみません。こういう暗いのは あまり好きではないので。
Yeah, dark skies aren't really pleasant, really. I remember, like, a while back, I was sitting at my desk, like, the blinds were open on my window. I was just kind of sitting there, just staring out the window, kind of grey skies, and across the road, like, you could see this big-ass tree that's been there for years. I don't even know how old it actually is. It had no leaves on it, so pretty much you got this tree, no leaves on it, and a grey sky. It's just like, what a depressing image. You like sunny days, huh?
はい。明るい太陽の下で食べるお弁当は格別ですから。雨は少し寂しい気がします。私も晴れの方が好きかな。やっぱり青空が一番。写真の写りもいいしね。つまり、どっちもなくっちゃダメってことかな。
Oh shit.
晴ればっかりでも飽きちゃうし、雨ばっかりでも疲れちゃう。
Well, there's a bit more to it than simply, you know, just be like, oh, it'd be boring if it's just one or two all the time. No, there's a bit more to it than that.
そうですね。雨は好きですけれど、やっぱりお買い物とか大変になっちゃいますし。うわー、一気に主婦臭くなってしまいましたよ。七味くん、ちょっと楓に新妻やらせすぎなんじゃない？
I bet you don't do any grocery shopping at all. Why don't you try to work like a housewife too?
その発言は結婚してくださいと道義と見ていいのよね。
No way.
にしてもさすがは新妻な皆様、いつもながらどのお弁当も凝ってるわよね。
Mayumi looked at everyone else's lunchbox in awe. No, Mayumi kind of reminds me of like, it's like a mix of Fuku from Clannad and Konta from Lucky Star. It seems like the two of them merged into one. I don't know.
楓と土見くんのは当然として、シアちゃんもリンちゃんも3色揃って彩りも栄養バランスも完璧そう。やっ、
Oops.
朝ごはん作るついでに。どんなおかず入れようかなーって考えるのが楽しいんだよね。私はすみません。料理は全くダメで。
Really? That's pretty surprising to hear.
何度も特訓してるんですけれど、その度に大惨事が起きまして。放火、爆発、出血、妖怪、他にもいろいろと。
Sounds worse than any of my Sims have done, isn't it? Speaking of The Sims, when was the last time I even recorded a part for that? I think I might actually do some recording for that. Maybe in the next few days, I don't know. It's been a long ass time, and like everything else, quite a lot recorded in advance. I mean, why the hell not? Was she really talking about cooking? It sounded like some kind of chemistry experiment.
それじゃあ、そのお弁当はお母さんが？いえ、お父様の手作りです。は？
You might be trying to block it from your memories, but remember, the King of the Devils is a very unique character. Remember how he brought that crazy 5-tired lunchbox to her before?
先日ご挨拶した時はエプロンがよく似合っていました。
宗教革命が起こる日も近そうだね。
I know I've already had one.
ですが、まゆみさんも手作りのお弁当ですよね。やはりご自分でですか？
That laugh. I placed my hand on Rene's shoulder and shook my head. You're torturing her by asking that. Kade looked away with a sad face.
ちなみに俺様も手作り弁当なんだけどね。
Which girl made it for you today?
1年生だね。まだ初々しさの残っているところがそそられる。
そこをさらりと下品な物言いしない。ど だいたい昨日は3年の先輩じゃなかった？
その前は隣のクラスの子だしね。別に驚くことじゃない。日替わり弁当という言葉があるだろう。
その最悪。
June 29th, Raiden. I asserted that he is the worst guy out there from the bottom of my heart. You certainly know Sunohara, at least Sunohara has some redeeming qualities. And he's amusing to troll as well, so there's a bonus. I checked my clock with my sleepy eyes, it proved that I wasn't dreaming. I looked around my room, it was quiet and I was the only one there. I checked the clock one more time just to make sure I wasn't hallucinating, man. I feel a bit tired myself, to be honest. I'm 15 AM. I woke up about 3 hours earlier than that, I think. No matter what I did, I was doomed to being late. I got out of bed feeling as if I was still in a dream. I scratched my head and looked for my clothes but couldn't find them. Kinda, she's sleeping in. I think the chances of that are about as small as having a childhood friend who is pretty smart, domestic, nice, elegant, and devoted. Hey, that sounds like what's going on with me. But it's hard to believe that she's sleeping in. I was already late, so I decided we've already seen this scene and it has nothing to do with Irene, so I was like, skip. Kinda! Oh my god, she collapsed and now it's just like, now we have to take care of her and stuff. Lesson 1, 2, and 3 didn't read.
でもちゃんリンク私言った。
Skip. What's up? What's up indeed, I forget. Well, whatever it is, we'll find out next time. Because, man, my head's a little dizzy from all this poor voice acting today. So, well, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.